We are live. Joining me today, we have, as usual, Mr. Kabaling. Say hello to the people.
Hello, people.
All of the 0 who are here thus far. But they will be watching at home later on YouTube. And today we have a special guest. I hope you guys find him as interesting to discuss Mortal Kombat with as me. I like to call him the scientist of MK because he does experimental weird shit and human testing and all of that stuff. Go ahead and introduce yourself, my mans.
Yo, what it do? It's your boy Haku. My first time on here on the Xbox community. You remember me if you play me, I promise you. The science.
Right? You guys, you're like one of the few people that every time I see you pop into the Xbox lobbies, I'm like, oh shit, we're going to see some weird shit. He's going to play some fucking goofy ass Sonya or like some weird fucking rush down RoboCop. Like, you kind of have a reputation in our community for weird shit. I love it.
Okay, you still playing Variation 3 Sonya?
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of tech with that. Whole bunch.
Well, I mean, so tell us a little bit about your background because you approach this game differently from a lot of people. Like, and you're really dedicated to set play a lot, and you find ways to do set play with characters that aren't set play characters, and I always find that interesting. Like, how did you get involved in fighting games, and what kind of led you down that route as far as set play goes?
Well, like, it's set play with certain characters, but sometimes it's just hit advantage most people don't take advantage of. Like, they're so worried about combos and like, oh, I looked at the combo on YouTube, I can do all these nice flashy combos, but it's like, well, how do you get them in the combo? Just like, how do you break their wall if they're good?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
People don't understand plus frames. Plus frames seem to matter in this game more than any other fighting game I've ever seen. Especially hit advantage.
I say Injustice 2.
But I started out in Street Fighter 4.
Oh, you're an 09er. Oh, an 09er.
I played MK9 and Street Fighter 4. Those were the first two fighting games.
Ah, okay. 09er. Now it makes sense. Yeah, because Street Fighter 4 was a very tech-heavy game with the option selects and the vortex and the FADC. So yeah. I can kind of see now why you approach the game the way you do, because Street Fighter 4 was all tech. Very little neutral.
Well, there was some neutral in Street Fighter. It was more, what can you do to stop them from doing something after you hit them, is what I tried to do.
Yeah, it was a game that was pretty much, do they know the tech and do they know the option selects? And if they don't, they're dead. And if they do, now we're actually playing neutral.
Well, Mortal Kombat's
so
down that path.
Well, MK11, I feel like, as far as like, it's far more gimmicky than Street Fighter 4's tech. Street Fighter 4's tech was like legit. Like, you weren't, if you got vortexed by Ibuki, you were just vortexed by Ibuki. There was no like, oh, okay, this is the escape. Like in MK, I feel like there's escapes. You can get out if you know how to get out. But in Street Fighter 4, if you knew how to get out, it was still a coin toss. It was still like a vortex or whatever.
I just meant the option selecting now is, you do a string instead of, it's either down one or option select for flawless block.
Yeah, pretty much. Although I feel like that option select with grabs being as powerful as they are, I feel like that still adds a lot of depth to the game, whether you're poking or flawless blocking or looking for a grab. And doing slower things, especially like a really slow mid or a really slow high to throw off the timing of flawless block. It reminds me a lot of Soul Calibur's Guard Impact, but it hurts more than Soul Calibur's Guard Impact.
And sometimes, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, every time you join our King of the Hills, you've always got some interesting tech that no one ever thinks about, and you're always experimenting with odd moves, and you were definitely someone I had in mind. I was like, I got to get this guy on the podcast if we're going to have customs in ranked. If customs are the future of this game, there is one person who has fucked with customs more than anybody else I know. How have you been enjoying customs?
I've been playing Nightwolf and Terminator mostly.
Is that who you think you're gonna settle in on? Is Nightwolf and Terminator?
I've been playing Terminator like the past week, and it's 2 minutes. It's too hard for people to understand what to do,
Well,
so you just win.
shit, that was fucking me up. I don't know those of you that are listening to this podcast after the fact. Haku did show off his Terminator during our last stream, and like it took me several rounds to figure out what the hell to do against that thing because it's a legit mix-up after the meter burn teleport, right? Go ahead and tell us a little bit about your Terminator build because I find it very interesting.
What is the moves? It's the air grab, the combos, the ion grenade, the single slot one, not the double slot one, and it's the teleport. And the whole theory behind it is if you get a jump in, like you jump kick them and get the air launcher, or whatever the restand that you can combo with, you can forward 4, which is plus like 16, and you teleport. So since it's plus 16 and you teleport, there's no delay, so you get a free overhead or the low launcher, and they have to guess. And if you overhead, you can hit them, teleport again, and jump over them. So if they try to wake up, it beats both wake ups because they'll wake up the wrong way, and you'll get a deep jump, and you'll just reset the combo. And if you hit them with another jump in and meter burn, you can do back 2, which launches them into 1-2-1 into the iron grenade, the meter burn version, which is Oki. So if they get up without blocking, they will get relaunched.
Oh yeah, you absolutely do because
What if
it blows up jumps. It blows up jumps.
It blows up everything, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have to. So the guess is, am I going to meter burn the grenade where you have to block, and I'm plus 19, I believe. So the only thing I'm guaranteed is a dash up down 4, like guaranteed. But like if I dash up and you jump, I'm reading it. And Terminator has like the frost down 3. I don't know if a lot of people know that, where he has like a super good anti-air option.
Yeah, his down 3 is up there with Noob, Cybot, and Frost.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't know that.
Haku,
Yep.
have you tested if the opponent can escape on back roll?
Yeah, you can back roll, but you're wasting a meter just to roll backwards, and I have a teleport, so like you can't outzone me if you try to throw something.
Because he does the
Like,
teleport on that
I'm not
wake up a lot.
Yeah, so
I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to wake up back roll to zone. I'm trying to wake up back roll to escape the setup. And
that's fine.
the setup you just said is you've already used your defensive meter to teleport, right? So
No,
you use
teleport is
one on,
offensive meter.
No, teleport's defensive.
Oh, it is?
Teleport is defensive. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why it's so good, because offensive for the grenade for the setup, and you can use the defensive meter to combo with, because you can combo with teleport, and also
fucking shit, that shit's busted as hell. I thought it was an offensive bar. I wasn't paying attention to my meter. I thought you were just using your meter for something else.
And if you like do the overhead into teleport, everyone knows the overhead's like super unsafe. It's only -3.
And that's with the amplified teleport, right? Because I know regular teleport is death. Like that shit is what recovers in like 40 frames or something.
You're not worried about the defensive meter anyway, because you're kind of slippery.
Yeah, that's true. You don't really worry about that.
Want to get away from Terminator and kind of zone because that's his weakness. But when you give him a teleport, it's kind of like, do I throw something? Because I don't know if you know, terms down 4 is as good as Johnny or Jade's. So.
Yeah, what is it, like 9 frames or something like that, his down 4?
Yeah.
Down 4 is 10 frames.
10 frames? I know it's pretty fast for a down 4.
It's a -8, but it's you can tick throw off of it. So command grab. So it's like the mix of, am I gonna down 4? Am I gonna down 4 command grab? Am I gonna down 4 throw a grenade? Am I gonna down 4 teleport? And there's like not really much you can do. And if I teleport and I jump, since it's -3, you can't down 4 me back, and I'll get a punish and full combo.
What is this down 4 on hit? What's the frame advantage on it? Isn't it like plus 20?
I think it's really
19.
19?
I think it's low.
Because even still,
Yeah.
even if you're at like +5 or 6, like something, well, nobody's +5 or 6. It's probably +10 or 11 because I think that's just baseline for all posts
think
now. But you
13.
think about down 4 into meter burn teleport. You down 4, you're at +10 or whatever, and now you're teleporting, and they've got to eat that mix up. They have to hold that. I tried to
Well, they can
escape
down
it. I
4
tried
me.
everything I could do to escape that setup down 4
Well,
teleport.
the option is this: if I teleport, you have 2 options. It's the down 4 to catch me from trying to beat you on the ground, and it's to down 2 if I'm gonna jump. And that's your only 2 options. And it's kind of like a 50-50. If I jump and you down 4, I get to recombo you and put you back in the blender. And then if you try to down 2 and I sweep you or I down 4 you, then you're on the ground in wake up situation. And I don't know if y'all played that against Terminator, but
It's not a good
there's a lot of
place.
different things. Yeah.
Especially with the bomb setup, because the bomb setup was what was killing me. Like going back and thinking about those matchups in that set we did, what was killing
Well,
me was the
bombs
bomb
don't go
setup.
away. They don't go away. So like you don't need defensive meter to break out of combos if they don't know how to punish you for throwing bombs. Because if I meter burn the bomb and you down 1 or you try to combo me, the bomb don't go away. So it's gonna hit the ground unless you have like a forward advancing string. You're gonna be standing there hitting me, and the bomb's gonna hit you, and we're gonna trade.
Yeah, I was countering that
What I'm
in
getting
this
from
set with forward 1-2 because it advanced. Because I noticed if I poked you, I was eating a combo for trying to poke.
But I was fine with that because if all
'Cause-
you're getting is a forward 1-2, like
Yeah, my damage output is
like-
shit compared to what you're gonna get if I eat it.
yeah, well,
Basher, you could have probably done forward 1 spin meter burn to get away.
Yeah,
you can jump, but like I said, if I meter burn the thing, then like I can actively move faster. So if you jump, I got a good anti-air down 3.
well, the reason why I was interrupting that with forward 1-2 with Kung Lao because it's an advancing mid and it gets me a knockdown and it's kind of safe. Like Terminator can punish forward 1-2, but it was like if because I tried forward 1-3 amplified spin, like fuck it, I'm gonna do advancing mid and get the combo and really blow him up. But the problem is, if you blocked, now I have to orbital hat to make myself safe, and now I'm spending 2 bars and still getting launched.
Yeah.
So like that was the problem is if you blocked, I do forward 1-3. I have not moved you now. Now we're still standing exactly where they are. I have to spend 2 bars to make myself safe so I don't get blown up for doing forward 1-3, but I'm still standing on the bomb and I'm getting launched anyways. So it was like, all right, yeah, I'm not doing that. That's not a good idea.
It should.
How minus is that setup on block?
How minus is what?
The setup where Basher does 4-1-2 to get away.
Forward 1-2 is -7.
Yeah.
No, I mean on Arnold's side. After he throws up the bomb, how minus is he?
Oh,
well,
no.
The bomb setup is you don't know where I'm gonna throw the bomb because I can do 1-2-1. I can do 1-2. I cannot throw the bomb, so it's.
Bomb is
The thing
easily
is, you
reactable.
have
It's
to
not like-
interrupt him. You have to interrupt him before the bomb gets on screen, and then the bomb doesn't come out. But it's very hard to react to that because once the bomb is up on screen, like even if you hit him, the bomb is still there. Like it's just it's done.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I played Red Hood and Injustice 2. I know how to
Yeah.
how this works.
But
I'm
it's like
asking,
it's a guess.
I'm asking for details to know how to beat it.
How to beat it is if you jump and like have a character with a really good hitbox for like jump, like Sub-Zero or
Cetrion,
got a
Kung
really
Lao,
good jump
Molina.
one.
Yeah.
Or
and they
air
can punish me.
projectile. Or an air projectile / air ability.
Oh, you can backdash the bomb, but it's like, what are you gaining out of it? It's like, for punish wise, if you have a forward advancing string, you can definitely just like Kung Lao, you just forward 1-2, you're out of there, and now I'm on the ground, so you have the advantage. But like he said,
How
I
much
can
space
block.
does the explosion cover up? Is it like Rambo's explosion?
Yeah,
or is
it's
it
not as
like-
big as Claymore, but it's pretty big.
Oh, okay.
You can't
So
jump over it
that's easy to counter.
if you're behind.
That's
it.
easy to counter.
Yeah, it's not like Claymore. Claymore takes up half the fucking screen. That shit's hitbox is bigger than the explosion, I think.
But the whole thing is, am I gonna throw the bomb or am I gonna teleport? And then you have to guess. And if you jump and I teleport, like I just get a free hold like 9 meter burn teleport.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can deal with that.
Well, and plus, if you're
Pretty-
jumping, you have
yeah.
the air converter, the air grab, that combo. So if you
Yeah.
read that they're trying to blow it up with a jump, you put them back in the blender because that combo extender restands.
Well, like yeah, so that's the main key. People like you could go for the damage, max damage if you jump kick them and get the the combo. 4-1-2 dash up down one command grab is like 290, I believe, or something. I don't remember how much it is. It might be 293, but it's like decent. But it doesn't work on full blast.
Haku, have you tried to get the execution down on 4-3? 4-3-2 jump in air grab.
Well, you can't do that if you already air grab them. Is what I'm saying, because the way it launches.
Oh yeah.
It'll
Grab
scale.
though, but successfully missed the opponent in. I'm asking if you can do it in there.
I haven't converted that, but is that optimal? Because they're going to break away.
The optimal is 4-3-2. Jump in air grab 4-3-2 4-4 down one into command grab. That's the
How much damage is
optimal
it?
combo. It does like 34-35%. I'm gonna check with a friend right now.
Yeah, but 4-3-2 is a goddamn trap. That string is a fucking like that string was put in there for scrubs who like YouTube combos because that's not a good string at all. It is
The
bad.
only thing, 4-3 and the command grab is really good actually on bomb setups because they're blocking, and then like his low is so reactable, but his overhead is not. But his overhead is actually like only one frame faster, which doesn't make any sense.
Well, the problem is that the gap on 4-3-2, like, unless you're conditioning them with 4-3-4, and especially after you've spent the crushing blow, there's no reason to not just start mashing as soon as you block the 4-3. And that's
you
the
can't
problem.
mash out of the command grab.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
the command
yeah,
is different. But I'm saying people use 4-3-2 a lot, and I feel like that string is a trap. Like, that string is like the scrub bait. Because as soon as you see a Terminator player use 4-3-2, it's like, okay, this is a scrubby motherfucker. Because, like, I'm just going to start pressing every time I block this low. And, like, that string's a liability, in my opinion.
Oh, I don't use it that much. I
you
use
did
it
that.
sweep, as you saw me use a lot.
Yeah, sweep and down 4,
Yeah, a lot of
4-3-4.
Sorry, doing.
Well, sweep like puts them at a distance where they're like, oh, I can jump or I can down 4, and you can beat them with back dash or wait it out and down 3 for anti-air. So it's
I'm doing whenever I play Arnold. When I get in, I'm obviously gonna mix between 4-2 and 4-3. But if I know it's going to, if I'm doing 4-2, then why the hell should I or 4-3? Sorry, why the hell should I command grab when I could just 4-2 into command grab if I know they're gonna block low?
Because the overhead it doesn't tick, and if you afford to command grab, they can crush and blow you if they block it.
Dude, if they also get hit by 4-3, the command grab is also not gonna hit them. They also get a down 2.
They can't punish you because the hit advantage is so high.
Yeah.
No, they can punish you. I've lapped it.
You can punish.
You usually don't.
You can punish it, but it's a hard read. That's where the mix is. Is you can't just sit there and say, "Oh, he did 4-3. Here comes the grab," because again, that's where the trap is with 4-3-4. If you think that they're going to do the grab and you try to punish it, and they just do 4-3-4, and that's kind of an easier hit confirm because of the hit advantage and the cancel window off 4-3. You can delay the second hit of 4-3-4 a lot later than you would think. And so that's like the mix-up is like, do I eat this grab or do I take this crushing blow combo? And that's why I said that 4-3 becomes less scary once you've spent the crushing blow, because then there's no reason to like not mash afterwards. But as long as you've got that crushing blow on deck, like trying to punish after 4-3, even if you read the overhead or the grab, it's still risky because you're going to get launched.
Yeah. 4-3-4 doesn't create a crushing blow. 4-3 is blocked.
Well, it's only if the second hit hits by itself. So if 4-3 is blocked and they go to punish, or they go to press, like the second hit will crushing blow.
Yeah.
You have to
Oh,
hit the
yeah.
second hit.
Well,
You have to hit the second hit by itself. So the idea is if they do block forward 3.
yeah. I know what you mean. I've even labbed this. I've done forward 3 onto block and then forward 4 onto an intensity AI to get hit by it. It doesn't work. It doesn't crush and blow at
Yeah,
all.
it doesn't crush and blow unless it only gets hit by the last hit.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Forward 3 needs to whiff, and then forward 3-4 needs to hit. I think the game for some reason thinks if forward 3 is blocked, it means it's hit.
you know what? It could be a
Or
bug.
maybe the crushing blow requirement is forward 3 needs to whiff.
I'm gonna have to lab that because
But
I've gotten that crushing blow on block before.
I've gotten it both. Yeah, I got it both ways before.
I've gotten it
but
on
it's not
block.
consistent.
It might be a bug. It might be like because there's a lot of weird ass bugs as we have learned this past couple of weeks. There's a lot of bugs and weird shit, but I don't think that they're like game breaking bugs. But there's some weird bugs that we've been finding.
Yeah, but usually you don't use
The combo I said of Arnold does 33%.
33. Okay, and that's optimal if you get the jump grab or whatever.
Yeah, the air grab
Oh, yeah,
after
that's the
432.
optimal.
That's wasting offensive meter, right?
Yeah, that's using an offensive because the air grab.
Yeah.
Okay, so his
That's the
optimal
optimal
would be using the teleport, which doesn't use offensive meter, which is 290.
That's not bad trade off. You're losing like 10%, but you're still keeping your offensive bar, and that's actually a pretty good trade off to me.
Yeah, but his optimal combo with teleport is forward 3-2, back 2, back 1
The
teleport.
optimal combo is
1-1. You can either set the bomb or grab them, and it's 290. If you do damage, it's 233 plus the bomb setup on wake up. If you go for the setup.
Okay.
I don't think a lot of people know this, but you can. But after 4-3-2, if you have running man, you can do 4-3-2 back 1 running man, cancel back 3-1 into command grab. That's meterless optimal. Off of running man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but doesn't canceling running man use a defensive bar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Defensive
Yeah,
bar.
but bar is not
It's
as
not
important
offensive.
as offensive.
Yeah.
Powerful.
So that's
if
like
you cancel anything like Terminator's teleport or any like Cabal's dash, if you cancel anything for a cancel, the defensive bar actually comes back faster.
yeah, it comes back really fast.
Unless you're Jack.
Yeah.
Like I know with Kung Lao, it's 12 seconds for an orbital hat. So if I use my defensive bar for orbital hat, I got 12 seconds before I get it back. And so when I was playing like run cancel Cabal or teleport cancel Scorpion, I noticed very, very quickly how fast that bar came back. I'm like, oh shit, I can cancel again? I think it's around. I found that cancels are generally in the 7 to 8 second range, give or take.
Yeah. They come back quick.
So, I mean, 8 seconds is, it's a long time in a fighting game, but I don't feel like that's so long that I wouldn't want to just kind of abuse that. Like, I can get, 2 or 3 of those cancels and still get my bar back throughout the course of a round, being that they come back after 8 seconds. So like it's definitely an interesting setup, and I was struggling to deal with it just because of the unfamiliarity. Plus I was playing a lot of in that set I was playing Terminator with my build, and I was playing Kung Lao, and I just started with Terminator, so I wasn't really good with him. And with Kung Lao, this is why I don't like playing Kung Lao with you guys. I hate playing Kung Lao. I like playing Kung Lao in Combat League, but I hate playing with you guys because you guys watch the stream, so you guys have seen thousands of hours of my Kung Lao. I don't have anything you guys don't know how to counter.
But it ain't really counter you because you play really safe. I don't know. If you played against yourself, you would be like, am I playing DJT? Because you literally will sit there and block everything.
Well, I just
And
lost to
I get
DJT in the comp tour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, DJT beat me. He shut down my Lao, and
Yeah.
I almost got him with Devora, but I had a bug. I had a glitch with Devora that we discovered that fucked me up. So I'm never doing that again. I'm not blaming the glitch for my loss, but I'm saying that I did. I was trying to mount a comeback, and when it glitched, I lost. but I was already losing beforehand. So I don't want people to think that, I'm saying that I could have beat DJT if it didn't glitch. I'm just saying that I don't know. I could have if it wasn't for that glitch, but we did find a bug with trying to buffer in normals during a forward dash, at least with Devora. I found that. Which is it.
By the way, Haku, have you played that Arnold against a Joker or a Spawn or someone that can space out
Yeah,
Arnold?
I love going against. I know the Joker matchup like the back of my hand. I love going against Jokers because they don't know how to do with someone that backs up. Like I can't explain it, but Arnold's got a really good down 4, and Joker really doesn't have as good range as you believe.
Yeah, because the only thing he has to contest down 4 is forward 1. Everything else starts out high, and he's got to be pretty close to do forward 1, and down 4 outspaces it. So if you stand at like range 2 or 3, Joker's kind of fucked. Like he really has to be at range 1.
Also, I don't know if you play Joker.
I'm forgetting about Joker's down 4.
He doesn't have any movement, so if I throw a bomb out, he like if he tries to go for the crushing blow, like the string that counters and gets the crushing blow, the bomb will blow up before the third hit, so he'll get launched.
Well, and when you say Joker doesn't have movement, let's be specific. Joker doesn't have movement because you play fucking Terminator and Nightwolf. Okay, Joker's movement is good. It's not Terminator and Nightwolf level good though.
I was about to say that.
Because I'm like, Joker's wave dash is pretty good. It's not as good as Terminator's or Nightwolf's.
I don't know if you know that, but Joker's like gunshot is super negative on recovery. So like if he ever tries a gunshot, I can teleport full combo punish.
Oh yeah, and that thing starts up in what, like 20 frames or something ridiculous. It's like really, really slow.
Yeah, so like the matchup is not good for Joker. But if you would have say Spawn, now that matchup's a lot different. But you got to think, if I throw a grenade and you throw your projectile, if you like already like went to go meter burn it, because most Spawns are going to meter burn it, just like Baraka, just like Sonya, they're just going to meter burn the projectile. Their grenade's going to blow up, and then I get to dash all the way in for free, unless they meter burn.
Well, and also teleport just cancels out the 3-4 spam, because you can outspace 3-4 and then teleport punish every fucking time.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the thing I'm trying to notice now is how cool. What you're saying if the opponent starts mashing out buttons to defend themselves. What if the opponent backs up and waits for you to press a button and then punishes you?
Well, then if you back up, you can ask. You can ask Badger, I'm going to jump, and you have to guess, am I going to jump in with a 2 and go for a mix? Or am I going to jump in with a jump kick? And I don't know if you know, Terminator's jump kick is about as good as Shank's on.
Yeah, his is dumb.
I mean,
his all the DLC have dumb jump kicks.
I mean, as Joker, I can do a Jack in the Box, and a Spawn, I can do a down 2 or a sand streak. Or I can just back up the Spawn.
Terminator's like Scorpion.
But we'll talk about like backing up, and what you're saying is called resetting the neutral, which is called new neutral, as in you made new neutral where you whatever. And if you ask me the question of whatever character you're playing is, do you have better neutral than Terminator's down 4, or Terminator's I don't know if you know his kick, his forward 4. If I forward 4 and to teleport, you have it's -2. And the only thing you can hit me with is another down 4. So your down 4 has to be faster than 10 frames to beat me.
And generally they're not. Usually down 4s are not.
The problem is, if I hit you with a down 4, I'm guaranteed a forward 4 into either a bomb setup, which if you press, like down 1, which won't even hit me, or down 4, you're getting blown up by the bomb full combo punish. If you jump, I have a really good anti-air. So you're either like, oh, is he throwing a bomb or is he teleporting? And I can delay the teleport too, which is really difficult to punish. I don't think anyone has like an optimal way of punishing delayed teleporting, because I literally can teleport whenever.
Yeah, that delayed teleport was catching me.
And if I jump, like what I say about punish is I've never seen someone punish
let's go back. Wait a second.
But getting away from it is different.
Haku. Wait. let's go back to the spawn backing up and waiting for a whiff punish on Arnold, right? Just figuratively, you're
Yeah.
gonna jump, jump into or jump kick. You're saying that
Well,
that wins no matter what.
I'm not.
As
No,
a
no, no. I
spawn
thought you meant
player,
like
no, 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 no.
in
Haku,
neutral. I'm not
Haku,
gonna
Haku, Haku,
jump.
Haku, wait. Well, yeah, but if I'm waiting for a whiff punish, you and I said that you say you're gonna jump, right?
No,
You
no.
say
I
you're,
thought you
if I'm
said.
backing up, you're
I
gonna
thought you said I was gonna throw a bomb out and you was gonna back up. And if I
Well,
throw a
hold
bomb
on.
out, that means
Hold on.
I'm like in your face doing 1-2-1, throw a bomb. And in that situation, if all you do is back up, you're within jump range. Is what I was saying.
Well, the thing is in the
But if we're in
Oh yeah,
minutia.
I don't mean
neutral,
that.
if we're in
I don't
neutral,
mean that. I mean in between the ranges at range two, because Arnold doesn't have anything that reaches that far that Spawn can just
he's
back
got
up and
bomb.
it'll
Like
live.
bombs, the
Yeah,
farther you are
bomb,
away,
but
it's like plus like 46 if I do regular bomb and you sit there on it.
Well, hold on. Okay, because we can
yeah,
get
but
into the
plus,
minutia of neutral, and if you do this, I do that, and if you do this, I do that all
Yeah.
day. But really quick, I want to explain because people are asking in the chat, and I know usually ignore the chat during the podcast, but people are asking to explain the details of Terminator's teleport because a lot of people aren't familiar with it because you don't see it a lot. So Haku, real quick, could you explain the amplify, the delay, everything about the teleport, because I don't think people understand how good it is. They just think it's a really slow teleport. So like, what does it do on amp and all of that real quick. So that way the people
Like
listening can have context for what we're talking about. Because I know Kabalsak knows the teleport, but I don't know if the viewers understand how that works.
the teleport is like essentially in neutral if they want a zone, which Terminator is weak against. Any zoning character, Scarlet, Sonya, whatever. If they try to zone and they use Baraka, Sonya, Spawn, whoever, 90% of the time they're gonna meet a burn like their projectile, which is very unsafe if someone has a teleport. If anyone plays Scorpion, they should know. Like Scorpion gets a full combo launch. And Terminator's kind of the same way where they can't really just throw stuff out willy nilly, but with the variation I use, he throws a bomb. So if I throw the bomb and you sit there and you're like, I see that you're not moving, you're going to take it, I can teleport, and the bomb is plus 46.
Well, no, what I'm
So you're
saying is how the teleport
like,
works. So the way the
you
teleport
meter
works is
burn it,
you meter
it
burn
takes
it and
one
it
defensive
cancels the
meter.
recovery. So
it instantly cancels it, so it's -3. So as soon as he appears on the screen, it takes 3 frames for him to actively move.
yeah, because when you
So
do
as
the
soon as
teleport,
he
he's got
appears
like
on the other side, it's 3 frames. So say 3 frames and I down 4, that's 13 frames. You have to have a move that reaches me and beats 13 frames. So your only
that's a lot
option
of character.
is your own down 4 or someone like with a really good, like maybe Kung Lao's forward 1 maybe could reach. But I haven't labbed that.
Sub-Zero slide, Jackie Dash.
Spawn's back one can guarantee a reach.
Spawn's back one is 12 frames. So if he's doing 13 frame, it should work.
13 frames. Back one is 13 frames.
Okay.
But I can deactivate, and then you'll have to get block it, or else you're gonna get hit.
Well,
you can flawless block stuff too. If they punished you, you can flawless block when you.
Spawn's back one is gonna make Arnold's up to Viv.
Well, no, what I'm saying is explain the mechanics of the teleport. So when he teleports, he has the option to delay and meter burn it
for up to 5 seconds.
Yes.
Some people don't know that you can hold it for 5 seconds, and I've won the round a couple of times, like timeout, because as soon as 5 hits the clock, you can just teleport and hold it, and they literally can't beat you.
That is so dirty.
Yeah, they literally
so
you just back up and you teleport, and they can't beat you because it just runs down the time. Like a lot of people don't know that. Like if you have 2 bars of defensive meter, you can run 10 seconds off the clock at the end of the game and win. Because you can double teleport, which some people don't know, and I did it.
Yeah, you did that several times.
Expensive resources, but some people, when you teleport, they want to mash fatal blow, which is a good option.
Because you did that to me.
Down 4.
You did that to me.
You can just double teleport and bait it out. So the hard thing about teleport is you can do it raw, but that isn't what makes it good. The teleport is like only good for like
Pressure.
zoners, uh, like full screen and neutral. Like you don't want to just do a teleport, just like you don't want to teleport with Scorpion. Like there's ways to punish it, and there always will be ways to punish it. But Terminator has when you jump and kick them and you grab them and combo for the restand, you can hit them with a 4-4, which is plus frames, into the teleport. When you appear on the other side, since you canceled it, and I don't know if people knows when you use strings into special moves, they come out faster and they get bonus frames.
Yeah, cancel frame.
Yeah, they get cancel frames. So when you 4-4 teleport and meter burn it, you're guaranteed a full mix up of either 4-2 or 4-3-2, and they have to eat that no matter what. And that's the part where people want to mash, because everyone likes to mash, and that's where his teleport is in advantage on hit frames. Like if you hit them with 4-4 and you teleport, they have to block the mix up. And off of 4-2, you can throw a bomb, which is a guaranteed setup. If they wake up, the bomb takes so long that your invincibility from up 3 is canceled.
Yeah,
So,
it
like,
just
you
blows
get
it up.
launched.
You can't do a up 3. You can't do up 2.
And
You
up
can
3,
back
you can
roll.
launch me, but the bomb will still launch you. So like I'm still safe. So 4-2 like regular bomb is a super setup, and if they jump, you definitely got enough time to react, and you can down 3 anti-air. And
For full
the whole
combo.
setup like he doesn't do like
Okay.
insane damage. He does insane things when you put a teleport and a grenade together, because it's like, do I jump? Because if you jump and I teleport and I jump, I'm gonna beat you out every time because I'm jump kicking into combo again.
Back in the blender.
Okay.
Yeah, you're back in the
There's
blender.
another option I can see to definitely punish teleporter for down for with spawn.
On block, you can punish it on block, but on hit, no.
Yeah,
character that can like
on hit, no.
On hit, it's
you
real.
can't punish
It's
it.
real. You can't do anything on hit,
Yeah,
but
you
on
can't do
block, you
nothing.
can punish it.
Yeah, on hit, nothing.
Yeah.
On block, I mean, spawn send 3-4 should definitely punish it.
Yeah,
If he does if he tries to does a shitty mix up between the teleport and the
But the
grenade,
thing is,
Sentry is gonna switch sides and then look.
he
Sentry
can
is gonna
delay
switch
it though.
sides
That's what
and
you
then,
don't understand is he
punish it.
delays
I
it,
can delay it,
and he
Yeah,
can
but
double
Sentry
it.
4 is mega
I'm
long.
gonna punish you.
Yeah, but Sentry 4 is active frames.
It does have
Yeah,
long
I can
active
delay
frames,
for
but if
5
he does
seconds.
the
It's
double
not active
teleport,
for 5 seconds, I can let go and it instantly teleports instantly. Like you just let go and it's not any delay to it.
yeah,
Like,
as soon as you
I
let
know
go
what
of the
you mean.
button, he
Stop it.
instantly pops up on screen. But the thing is,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
got counterplay for you to stop the teleport on block. So it's not like Scorpion's teleport gimmicks where it's like if he lets it rock and you blocked it, like he's kind of fucked. Or like other teleport characters that try to like Raiden or whatever that try to use teleports as a gimmick. With Terminators, it doesn't seem like a gimmick because if he hits you, you're guaranteed the teleport mix up. And if it's blocked, he can delay, he can double, he could do a lot of shit to stop you from punishing.
Go in the lab with Terminator and you'll see for yourself. If someone 4-4 teleports or 1-2 teleports or 4-3 teleports and you instantly hit 3-4 with spawn, tell me which way you're facing, and then you'll be like, oh, I'm facing the wrong way.
On 4-3, I'm not gonna do 3-4. If anything, I'm just gonna
I'm
sand
saying on
block.
block though. If I do a string on certain strings, they react differently when you get a press because the cancel advantage.
So basically, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
You mean the block advantage or cancel advantage.
Cancel
if you
advantage.
What happens on certain strings? You'll be facing the wrong way during the string, and then I definitely get.
Yeah, I know. It's when there isn't enough block frames on me to do a sand 3, and you to be on the other side. So what happens is sand 3 goes in front of me, and you're behind me.
Yeah.
Right? I know what you mean. I know that setup. Yeah, for certain, I know.
But that messes with your head at the same time.
Yeah, because he's got answers. So like unless you know the person you're playing and can make reads on like what they're trying to condition, like just fighting this variation of Terminator like raw, like if you were to meet it in Combat League, like he's got contingencies because when you think about someone playing in the middle of a match, they're seeing what you're doing and they're saying, "Oh fuck, what do I do? Let me figure out a way to beat this." And everything you're going to throw out, Terminator is going to have contingencies to beat it. So if you're fighting someone that you know, like if you're fighting Haku and you've been doing sets with him for years or whatever, then yeah, you can make those reads on what he's going to do. But like in a tournament or in Combat League, like you have no fucking clue what to do against this variation, and he's got ways. If you're trying to figure out a counter on the fly, like let me try a down 4, let me try a jump kick, let me try this, and it's like, dude, he's got contingencies, and all of his contingencies are reactable on his end, right? So if you try to jump, he can react to your jump. If you try to press a button, he can react to you pressing the button, but you cannot react to what he's doing after that teleport. You have to hold that mix and just hope that what you have chosen, it's almost like Jackie upgraded in that when he goes for the mix, you have to make a hard read and hope you're right. And if he's wrong, he can adjust and punish your punish. That's what makes it scary.
The teleport is so scary because the bomb.
That's every set play character.
Yeah, it's super set play for sure.
Yeah, he basically keeps you in the blender.
Yeah, the whole concept is I'm going to down forward spam just like a Johnny would do, just like, Jade would do. I'm going to down forward spam. If I get the hit, you're in the blender because I can forward and throw a bomb and meter burn the bomb. That's one offensive meter. And if you like, oh, he's going to teleport and you press a button, the bomb blows it up. I get a full combo. Unless like you have something that hits me for like a very long like hit advantage, like a down 2 or something like, insane. Which some people do. They do mash down 2 when I throw a bomb, which they do get the down 2 trade, and it's like, they get hit by the bomb and it's back to neutral. It is what it is. But then like forward, you can throw the bomb, and if they press, they get launched. And then if I forward and teleport, and they're not pressing because they thought I threw a bomb, I'm only -3. So it's like, it's -3 is way faster in 60 frames than you would believe.
Oh no, it's very, very fast. And you can even start fishing for flawless blocks at that point. Because if you're at -3 and they're trying to do something advancing, I know Terminators up 2 and up 3 have shitty range, but if they're doing an advancing move to catch you on the teleport, you can start baiting the flawless block there.
His up 3 ain't bad. I would give his up 3 decent, but his up 2 is actually one of the better ones. I don't know if anyone's ever labbed up 2s.
Up 2 is pretty slow.
No. Up 2 will always punish a down 1. I don't know if y'all know this, but you can go in the lab with a lot of characters, and down 1, up 2, a lot of them don't get a punish.
I've tried it with Arnold. It has to be a fast one, not a slow social delay one. You know how there's 3 options in the lab, and when you're setting up an AI to do an up 3 or up 2 on fast delay.
I mean up 2, my bad. I mean up 2 will punish down 1s always. He's got a really good up 2.
No, but I'm saying like if you're doing the setup right, because you're -3 on the teleport. If you're doing the setup, like -3 is like, that's one of those things where you can start baiting flawless blocks there. So even then, he's still got a contingency on top of a contingency, because being, those safe minuses, right? That's flawless block material. -3, it's a little bit tight to catch those, but when you know that you're -3 and you know that they're going to press to try and catch you on your negative, like that's when you can start fishing for that flawless block. And depending on what they're going to answer you with, you can alter your timing. It's like, okay, he's doing fast pokes, or he's doing this, or he's doing that, but you're still at an advantage. They're still playing your game. Because now, once you do the teleport setup, if they respect it, you go into the mix. If they don't respect it and they're like, okay, he's -3, I'm going to press. Now you're flawless blocking them. Now they're scared to press, and now you're going back into the mix. Like, that's why it's so dangerous. It's a pretty scary variation. And when Haku was telling me about it, I was like, dude, what the fuck? That teleport is Bobo. That's like the worst teleport. And then he showed me, and I was like, no, this teleport's fucking scary. This is upgraded Jackie levels of fucking scary right now. Because I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
You could
If
play.
you guys want to check out Arnold's combo, Arnold's with with the teleport, I suggest someone called Dab or something. I'm gonna look him up on Twitter and
Yeah, I know who
I'm gonna
Dab
tell you
is.
guys the at. Right?
Yeah, I know.
No,
that.
we know who Dab is. Dab has been around
Yeah,
since
he's been
MK9. Like,
He's been. I think it was Dab. I think it was Dab. Maybe it wasn't Dab. He was experimenting with teleport.
Yeah, you can get combos off teleport, but the best combo is like your back one, the little grab thing, the anti-air. You can cancel that into teleport, and you can combo. I think it's like 202 if you back one teleport. Back was it?
No, I know.
Back 3-1 command grab. Yeah, it's just like 202. It's a basic B&B. That's how you punish with them, unless you know you can get a forward 3-2 launch like off a Sub-Zero slide or Cabal's, dash. If you
I know the combos. The combos are you launch with anything and then back one teleport meter burn to extend
well,
the
you can just
combo.
do it on the ground
Off
too,
of,
is what I'm saying. Like back
oh
one,
yeah, definitely.
yeah. And you can do two of them in a row. You can back one teleport.
Yeah, I know.
Like one.
You can do it up down to 4 KB.
You get it in the corner
4
too, which I don't know if a lot of
right
people
there.
know.
Yeah, in the corner, but you just don't side switch in the corner. In the corner, you
Yeah,
just
you stay
keep
on the
this,
same side, and you
you
can
just
still
keep-
get the combo with back one in the corner.
Yeah, that kind of sucks because because the command switch sides.
Also, like if you get a 4-3 on block and back one, like I know Jackie for instance, Jackie's down 4 cannot reach Arnold if he teleports. I don't know why, but she just has a shitty down 4.
She has T-Rex arms.
For people that are trying to flawless block, do not up to after Arnold. Arnold's back one into teleport completely evades up to. It completely evades it. There are some moves that I know as a fact just evade up every up to in the game.
Well, I mean, I would think with Terminator, if you're blowing up a flawless block up 2, 1-2-1 is probably a better bet. Like if you're anticipating them flawless blocking, you would just do 1-2-1. That's just my opinion, right?
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying flawless block setups after after like Klaus back 3-2, right? It leaves quite a bit of distance. You flawless block my back ones as spawn. That place, that's the place you want to use back one because stand one doesn't reach. So you use back one, you teleport, leave Vivta up to.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
He's saying when they teleport, they can't flawless block because it can't hit them.
Yeah.
They can't do
because it wouldn't reach. But I'm saying if they're doing an advancing move. No, I'm saying you can fish for it if they do an advancing move like Noob Saibot's forward 2-2. Like if you do the teleport and you're fishing for a flawless block there, you will hit Noob Saibot. If he's trying to counter your teleport with forward 2-2, you will flawless blocking up to his ass because he will advance forward.
I believe he was talking about the other way. Like Arnold, if you're trying to bait a flawless block and he does back one teleport, if you get your flawless block and try to launch me, I'm going to teleport. So you're going to launch the wrong way.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh,
that's what he's trying to say.
Yeah. No, what I'm trying to say is back one into teleport is one of the moves. I know forward 4 doesn't do it. Because the reason for back one works is back one has mad cancel frames. Back one teleport just evades every up.
Yeah, but back one is a high though. That's the reason why you use forward 4s because forward 4 is a mid, right?
Back one is a mid.
Back one's a mid.
Back one is a mid.
Yeah,
he fucking punches you in the face and launches you in the air with like a backhand uppercut, and that's a mid. Fucking NetherRealm, I don't get you sometimes.
If Jackie's forward 4 is a mid, they can fucking make Arnold's back one a mid.
Hey, I'm not.
If Jackie's forward 4 is a mid, they can motherfucking make every high a mid.
I don't have a problem with back one being a mid, but I thought it was a high. Because Jax has that similar move, like his forward one or his back one, that looks kind of like it looks like Terminator's back one, and that's a high. That's why you never see that move. That move just doesn't exist.
Terminator's other move is a high where he doubles his hand together and bops you up in the air. That is a high.
That's back 2, right?
No, back 2. Back 2 is a mid. Back 2 is a mid. No, it's not a high. It's a mid.
Back 2 is a high. Back 1's a mid. Yeah, you
Both of
need
them are mids. Both of them are mids, dude. What are you talking?
Well, I
Uh-oh.
know it's a high.
Uh-oh. Hold on. I'm gonna have
I know it's a
to.
high.
I'm gonna have to pull that up now and settle the dispute because I feel like we're at an impasse. Like I did not know that back one was a mid. I thought it was a high. But if
Yeah,
back
one's a
two,
mid and back two's a high.
if back two is also a mid,
It's only
But you
it's
can make it
only
a mid
mid
with bombs.
high
So,
button very static.
that just sounds dirty because Terminator can lock you down with mids while doing his 50-50s. You know, and he's got a, what is it? What back three is a 9-frame mid or something like that? Like, he's got fucking ridiculous
it's 10
mids.
frames.
Actually, it's a 10-frame mid, but it's really really subby. But back two is really unsafe on block, so that's why probably Haku is thinks it's a high.
All right, back
No, it's a
one,
high.
13 frame
two's a
startup mid. Back two, 13 frame startup high. I have it on screen
Yeah.
right now.
I told you it's a high.
Back two is a high. So as we can see, oh, my dude is not doing the thing. Here we go. Duck, right? Back two, whiffs. There it is. The dispute has been settled. But even
That was a
still,
mid for sure.
it
You can
looks
make it
like
a
a high.
mid, but it's -9, so you wouldn't use it that much.
God, that thing's -9? Ew.
It's
Ew.
-9,
Yeah.
but his back one is only
Yeah.
-7. So, like, it's a mid that's -3,
just-
which is really good.
But it's a single
Shot-
hit move
shot-
that's punishable. So it's like,
You can throw
Against
the grenade or you can do the teleport off of that.
No,
too.
against Shao Kahn players, they aren't gonna punish him.
nobody cares about Shao
Crap
Kahn.
out.
Nobody plays that dumbass character.
Well, Cabal has, doesn't he have, like, a 6 or 7 frame stand one?
Oh, I'm not sure. I know his forward
Well,
four
it's
is a 9-frame mid. His forward four is 9 frames. So at the range that
Stand one is Cabal's stand two is 9. Cabal's back one is 15. Cabal's forward two is 12 or 13, and Cabal's forward four is 9.
What's his stand one?
Those are his. What?
What's his stand one?
Stand
his
two is
jab, I
7.
think, is
Okay,
7
7.
frames. I don't think anybody has a 6-frame down or stand one.
Well, I know
No one
Cabal's
has-
like the only character
No one has.
that can get combos.
No one has a.
Yeah, there's only
the only characters that can punish -7 moves in this game are Raiden and characters with 6-frame down ones.
which is just
Everyone's stand is
Terminator,
mostly
sub.
everyone's the characters of 6-frame down ones are Aaron, Arnold, Sub-Zero,
Gears.
Garrus.
Garrus.
Doesn't
That
Jax
guy-
have
that
a
guy,
6-frame
you know?
down one?
That's
No.
a 7-frame down one.
Jax has the 1-2, so his 7 frame. I don't know. It's another thing I need to bring up. I know that a lot of people don't know is Sonya and Terminator and Sub-Zero. They're all the 50-50 characters. They got a huge buff that people don't talk about with the last patch.
With the down one buff?
Their down one's
Their
got
down one is safe
Yeah.
to do the overheads. Yeah.
Well, Sonya, you can't do her
can go-
overhead safe. Her overhead is death.
Our
Like
down one used to never jail into back two or back. Was it
back
one?
one.
Two?
Back one is her
Yeah.
overhead thing.
Yeah, but it didn't used to jail. Which, if they ever hit you with a down one or down three, old Sonya, your back one never jailed. But now it does, and a lot of people don't know that.
And you're just gonna have to eat that mix. Like
You have to eat the mix now, which I know I play Sonya too, but Terminator, his down one is guaranteed a forward two after it. So like a lot of people don't know because it's 14 frames because he has a 7-frame down one.
well, wait, I thought Terminator had a 6-frame down one.
I thought it was 7.
Yeah, it is 6.
Oh,
I thought it
Yeah,
was
6
6.
frames. Huh?
Yeah, he has a
Wow.
6-frame down one. So off of his down, so he can punish things that most people cannot, especially now that normals have the input buffer that special moves did on reversal. So like he can punish things that people can't, and it puts you right into the blender. I didn't know that down one
Yeah,
jailed
I
into
know.
forward two.
Yeah.
But
it
hey, can we
jails.
talk about how
Unless it's
President
Sub-Zero
made
or
Demon
someone else with a 6 frame, it jails. You trade with them.
Can we talk about how useless Scorpion's Demon Dash is now after being nerfed from 7-frame reversal to a 12-frame reversal?
I still don't think it's useless. I don't think it's useless at all because a 12-frame advancing special move, like you're talking about Sub-Zero slide levels of being able to punish, because Sub-Zero slide is active on
It's
11
slow.
frames.
So what is
look,
Cassie's shoulder?
Cassie's shoulder, I have no idea.
Eh,
But
if you compare it to
Scorpion's
Cassie's
back.
shoulder, if it's not
Hey,
worse,
Haku,
like
Haku,
tremendously
Haku.
worse, then it's good.
Wait. Scorpion's back forward 2 starts off at 12 frames, but moves really goddamn slowly. It moves slower than.
But it doesn't
most
matter the
characters,
movement; it's the active frames.
doesn't
If they're
matter the
in,
movement.
yeah, it doesn't matter how slowly he moves; it's active frames. So as soon as within
Just
12
Scorpion-
frames, if your hitbox is overlapping with his attack box, it hits. It doesn't matter how slow the
Just
animation
use
is.
Scorpion's back 2.
So
Just use
what are you
Scorpion's
trying to
back 2.
punish then off of it?
Like the thing
Just
is,
use
See, like
Scorpion's
moves
back 2.
like that,
Back 2.
moves like that, you should only be punishing like what is it like collectors just doing spam 4-4 or whatever.
yeah,
Or like Spawn doing stuff.
you would use it like Liu
that's the only
Kang's
time you
flying
would
kick.
use that.
Yeah, it's basically Sub-Zero slide.
Uh,
It's Scorpion with a Sub-Zero
yeah.
slide that's not a low. Like it's
Yeah.
you can punish
Scorpion
things.
already had that.
Okay, so against
Scorpion
Kano,
already had that at back 2.
if Kano down ones to the glass shatter and you have Scorpion's Demon Dash, you can always punish it. So why is it bad in that matchup?
Yeah, because back 2 isn't going to reach.
Scorpion's back 2 though. How is it not gonna reach?
It doesn't reach.
Scorpion's back 2 on its own, the first hit isn't going to catch Kano down 1 acid splashing.
Yeah.
It's not going to reach
Like
far
you can
enough.
flawless block. Everyone has the option of flawless block Kano, but
And even if he does like forward
I'm saying
1
if you
acid
don't-
splash, you're still not going to catch it because the cancel advantage
How
from
much
him being
block is
plus
that?
1.
and it's
How much
also the
is the-
same against Scorpion when he does that little spin with the chain.
The
You actually
tampon
punish
lanyard.
Scorpion.
Yeah, you can punish that with Demon Dash easy.
Yeah.
You could punish
Scorpion's
Jade's
back 2 also
4-2-1.
punishes-
Anything
It
that
doesn't punish it at max range.
you could punish Joker's boxing gloves with Demon Dash.
Yeah.
Like a lot of
Scorpion's back 2 punish.
his back 2 does
Scorpion's
punish
back 2
boxing
already
gloves.
punishes half the. Yeah,
Not at max range.
Scorpion's back 2 is. It does. Even if it's at max range, all
If they hit
Scorpion
a
has
down
to do is.
4 at the very tip into that little whip, you can punish with Scorpion. I want to see that.
If they do that, then if they do that into, are you talking about Temple Lanyard or boxing gloves?
Oh, I'm talking about Scorpion's where he spins the chain around.
We're talking about the tampon lanyard.
Uh,
When they
back to
space
front.
it out and they do down 4 into the
Or into the
tampon
lanyard,
lanyard, it's hard to
you're not
punish
punishing
that
that.
unless you're like Sub-Zero
Scorpion's back to
or
front.
Liu Kang. Back 2 will punish that at max range at the tip of the down 4. I don't think back 2 reaches that.
Yeah.
What is his back to?
You can try it. At minimum, if it doesn't reach, you always guarantee a micro dash into back 2.
Yeah, you
It
could
always guarantees it.
could micro dash it.
Lanyard,
What is the
lanyard
back
is
to the
minus
overhead?
19.
No, the second
Back
hit is
2
the overhead. The first hit is a mid.
back
The
2 is
second
a
hit's
slight
overhead.
Forward and then the overhead, yeah.
Yeah, it's a mid overhead.
Well, I would say that forward 2 probably punishes before that, but
The fuck is forward 2 is with
the
Scorpion?
sword slash that goes like halfway across the screen.
No, that's back 2.
That's back 2.
That's back 2.
Oh, that's back 2.
Yeah, that's the back 2.
Oh, I thought that was forward 2. Oh, okay.
Forward
okay.
2
That's why I
is
was
nothing. He
confused.
doesn't
I
have a
thought back
forward
2
2.
was- I thought back 2 was the overhead kick. That's why I was confused.
No, that's back 3.
Oh,
So back 2 is this
Wait,
little
if-
chop
I don't
here.
play Scorpion.
Right.
If you want to know the specifics,
Yeah, okay. So
Says
I don't think Scorpion can punish that.
Next and punishment,
at max range.
he can. He can.
So there's the tampon lanyard at full screen, right? Or at max range, right? We got him.
I don't know if that's max range.
Well, let me try and record it at max range. So that max range.
I think he's just down 4 at the beginning. Yeah.
I don't think the down 4 reaches at startup. No, it wouldn't.
It-
He's got to walk forward at the start. So about there. Nope. He's got to walk forward a little bit more than that. And I dashed. But yeah, down 4 into the tampon lanyard, right? That thing is very, very hard to punish for a lot of characters. Now, because it's what, minus 15 with a lot of
if you want
spacing.
if you want the maximum range of temple lanyard. You take one step forward and then do the temple lanyard. That's
Oh,
a
there-
Do a
maximum
micro dash
range.
into it.
So there's the max range.
Yeah,
And
so,
back to punishes.
No.
Back to a catch it.
Okay.
Back to a catch it. Does Demon Dash catch it?
Told you. Demon Dash probably also catches.
Demon Dash does not
Hey,
catch
let-
it. We just tested it
Oh,
right
no?
Yeah, I
now.
told you.
Oh, that's trash, then.
Yeah.
Demon Dash does not catch that.
Can you tell me how
doesn't
much
catch, only
active
back
range does
two.
it have? And at Biffy.
No, it's trash if they don't catch.
Yeah, it don't catch it. It
Yeah.
don't. Because I'm doing it as a reversal.
The way I look at the way I'm seeing if a charge is good or not as a punish.
Oh, nope, it punished.
Punishes
There it is.
temple lanyard.
Nope, my timing was off. It did punish it. I did it. I did a reversal a little bit.
No.
earlier. There it
That
is.
wasn't max range. That
Look,
wasn't max range.
It's saying
You didn't do
reversal
it max
punish.
range. It wasn't reverse.
All right, I'm just going to do the lanyard at max range. Well,
They don't come
it
out,
won't
yeah.
come out on special cancel, so we're just going to go there. There we go, max range. And I get hit with the last
That's
hit.
the
That wasn't a reversal. That's not a reversal. God, that's a tough reversal to do. Nope, doesn't
How are
punish.
you fucking up this?
It doesn't punish.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Nope, max range doesn't punish. Back two does. So, yeah.
Back two punish?
I told
Demon
you.
Dash is
The
dead.
way I'm looking
Oh,
looking on
crap.
if it's a good punish temple in your max range.
Do you
and
play
as you saw,
Scorpion?
it was-
Cabal Fat?
I played Scorpion before they absolutely gutted the character with removing.
I'm just gonna ask you, do you know this? Because I've tampered with it. Have you ever played with the Misery Blade and his buff, like the little fire buff?
That's a weird build.
No.
That sounds like some
Do you
Haku
know
shit.
What that does? Do you know what that does?
The fire buff buffs his spear attacks, and the misery blade just lets him be safe or lets him do an unsafe mix, or lets him cancel it back on front and be 0.
Actually, it has a weird issue. It
It's-
might be a bug. A lot of people don't know. But any string where your Misery Blade doesn't hit them, if you actually have the fire buff on, for some reason it always hits them.
Wait, so his Misery Blade 1, that little hilt hit,
Yeah.
that little mid, that shit gets buffed by the fire?
Yeah, it actually hits them.
I mean,
A
that
lot of
moves
people don't know
that moves
that. 'Cause I
kind
got
of
beat by a
shitty, but
Scorpion online, and he was doing stuff that I knew that didn't reach, and I was like, oh, well, that's busted. And then I looked it up online, and then people were showing it on YouTube.
wait a minute, so it adds range to it as well?
It it might be a bug in the game, but the little poke will always hit you on
Probably
block.
bug.
If he has the buff up.
Yeah, if he has the buff on.
That definitely changes
Like,
my
I don't know.
opinions on Misery Blade, because Misery Blade I thought was shit. Every time I see a Scorpion that plays with Misery Blade, I'm like, yeah, unless you're using the little hilt hit, I'm not getting hit with those mixes offline. You'll get hit with that mix
Yeah, but-
online, but offline you're not hitting me
You
with
can
that mix.
push
That
them
shit's too
offline,
slow.
too.
That
Bug
buff
them
is
offline.
weird though. I didn't know about that, so I don't know. If you get bought by one, you're gonna be like, oh, because that thing definitely has a little bit more range.
Like I
I'm
think
just gonna say one thing. If you're talking about Scorpion, he should have all of his good shit back. They absolutely gutted the characters.
he's never been
But can you
good.
blame them? Can you
Scorpion
blame them
has
when you
never,
see a
ever
bird
been
track
good.
list?
The only
If you
time
see a
Scorpion,
mean,
bird
I
track list,
can't-
can you
I
blame them?
blame them if they're gonna nerf a character like Scorpion that hasn't been good in a year, and
Ever.
they don't nerf Joker or
Does Joker need a nerf?
Garrus or Setchion. Setchion hasn't gotten a single
There's a
nerf. in
character
every
you
game.
can
Yeah, but
tell
here's
I'm
the-
100% confident.
here's the problem with Scorpion being good. First of all, he was only good in one game, and that was Injustice 1. But the problem with Scorpion ever
And then
being the problem with him being good is he's it's kind of like Ryu being good in Street Fighter. He's already an overplayed, overexposed, super mega popular face of the franchise. If Scorpion was ever meta, all tournaments would be top 8 would just be Scorpion mirrors. Because the people that want to play Scorpion, No, but the thing is, the people that want to play a top tier are going to pick Scorpion, and then everybody else who doesn't care about top tiers, which is every Scorpion player, is already going to be picking Scorpion. That's why I think they go out of their way to make Scorpion kind of mid-tier to bad, is because people are going to play him no matter what, and if he ended up being meta, you notice how when this game launched and Scorpion was meta, they fucking ripped that shit apart immediately. And that's because, like, you got to think about the game as an ecosystem as a whole. If 80% of the people are playing Scorpion when he's bad, then 90% of people are going to be playing Scorpion when he's good.
That's true.
So they have to keep him bad. There's nothing they can do to nerf that character to not played. Go ahead.
There's already characters that are overpowered and they nerfed them after one patch.
Yeah,
look at Injustice 1 Scorpion. Look
at the characters that
Deadshot.
But I'm saying, look at the characters that are avoiding the nerf bat. There are characters that are underplayed. You don't see Jackie outside of high-level tournament players. Like you don't see Jackie at all in Combat League until you're in God rank at least. Like you'll find one or two as you're leveling up. Same thing with Cetrion. You don't see Cetrion until you get to higher ranks. What's that?
And Injustice 2, Batman isn't played at all.
Well, Batman is
also really good in Injustice 2.
Batman is Batman.
Scorpion is Scorpion.
Yeah, but the thing is,
but Batman is one of them characters that's like a set of,
like people buy that game for Batman. If Batman is low tier, they would never sell an Injustice 3. Batman is different than Scorpion. That's like comparing fucking Rick and Morty to Mickey Mouse. Like, yeah, Rick and Morty's popular, but they're not fucking Mickey Mouse. Like, Scorpion is popular. He's the face of the franchise. He's not fucking Batman. Okay, there are people that have never heard of Mortal Kombat that will buy Injustice 3 specifically to play Batman. And if Batman isn't good, like if Batman is like a really bad, low-tier, unplayable character, they will never sell an Injustice 3. No one's going to buy a Batman game with Batman on the cover of the Batman game to play a shitty Batman. Whereas with Scorpion, they know people will play Scorpion even if he's not meta. As long as he's mid-tier, which he's never been unplayable. Scorpion has never been low-tier. He's always been mid-tier at best or at the bottom of mid-tier, but he's always been at least competitive. Like there's that fucking blind dude that fucking wrecks tournaments with Scorpion. Right? A blind dude can get top 32s in tournaments with Scorpion, all right? So he's not unplayable.
Listen to the reaction.
Right? He's not unplayable, but if he's meta, that's it. The entire tournament is going to be Scorpions. Like, that's all you will see.
Demon Dash was 7 frames. He wouldn't be meta. He would actually be fun.
But he's already fun.
He's already fun. He's already fun, like just judged by the fact that everybody plays him online and does the same fucking YouTube combo. The fact that, like, you go into Combat League and you do your 5 for the day, chances are 3 of those are going to be Scorpions, and that's since release. So obviously people are finding Scorpion fun because you load up those Combat League Scorpions that are really shitty with their dumbass YouTube combo, and they all have 500 matches, 300 matches. Nobody's going to play 300 fucking matches of Combat League if they weren't enjoying it.
Well, I know just...
you must be playing on a different game. I just see Sub-Zeros.
Well, right now, and that's the problem. Sub-Zero and Scorpion are the face of the fucking franchise, and when they're meta, that's all you're going to see. Like, you look at all tournaments right now, especially since they're all online and people can't react to forward 2, like half of your fucking tournament brackets, especially at the top level, are fucking Sub-Zeros now.
I mean, on the offline tournament, he's still pretty good. Good offline. In the offline... Okay, yeah, Haku, we're not talking about Sergio. In the offline tournament, if you didn't see a lot of Sub-Zeros.
Yeah, because he wasn't.
UFL tournament.
He wasn't really meta. I think people are taking advantage of the fact that it's online, and there's not much you can do about Sub-Zero online. But when we had offlines,
Foxy wrecked everyone, dude. Dude, Foxy picked Sub-Zero.
Yeah,
he won matches with Sub-Zero. Foxy considered him good at that point.
Yeah, but that's Foxy. That's like saying Devora's top tier because Sonic Fox won a tournament with Devora. Like, yeah, no.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm saying Foxy himself said he was good. Not that Foxy showed that he was good.
Well, a lot of people have been saying that Sub-Zero is good.
Sub-Zero is, Ninja Killer.
Then why didn't we see more Sub-Zeros in the tournament?
Especially
since it wasn't
because Slide is like
not in offline tournaments.
Well, we've
online
had
tournament.
one
Not an online
offline
tournament.
tournament.
Offline.
And didn't a
The
Sub-Zero
one
get
is
top
still
8
there.
at that one offline tournament that we've had in the past 2 years? Like, we've had one offline tournament
but
in
what-
all of 2020, and I think a Sub-Zero. Wasn't that Conquer who won it with Sub-Zero? The one,
Yeah.
the
I
one
think.
in what is it, Czech Republic or whatever? Where was it? The
I
one
don't
where
know.
everybody dressed up like
But my
monks and
point
shit.
is, it wasn't top. It wasn't a top 8 filled with 8 Sub-Zeros. It was a top 8 filled with different characters.
Yeah,
And
but
I think
I
Sub-Zero
think it's
now
because the
is
Sub-Zero
more
meta is still
damage
new.
and,
The Sub-Zero meta is still new. You give it a couple of months, you'll start seeing more Sub-Zeros. Absolutely. Fucking Sizoth has dropped
no,
Cetrion
no.
to play Sub-Zero. Sizoth, the Cetrion of SoCal, dropped Cetrion, a character that everyone agrees is broken, and he's only playing Sub-Zero right now. I think that's very telling. That to me tells a very complete story, because Sizoth he's a sweat. He's a tryhard, right? He will not pick a character he does not think is going to win. And if he thinks he has a better shot of winning these tournaments with Sub-Zero than Cetrion, that to me is very, very telling, because that's all Sizoth is playing in Pro Comp is Sub-Zero. And that in every exhibition and in every tournament he's entering, he's not picking Cetrion. And this is a Cetrion diehard, bred and born Cetrion main from release. Like, that's all I've ever known him is to play Cetrion. And here he is now, a Sub-Zero main for the most part. I mean, he pulls out Cetrion every now and then, but if he's in a tournament and he wants to win, he's playing Sub-Zero. And that's...
Sizoth dropped Cetrion, really?
Well, I'm not saying he drops Cetrion. I'm just saying he's only playing Sub-Zero. When he's serious and he wants to win, he's pulling out Sub-Zero. So I don't think that he's dropped Cetrion, but I do think it's important to note that high-level players, right? We're talking about Sizoth, who is one of the best in SoCal. He's definitely known in SoCal as one of the best players in our scene, and he does not play Cetrion as much anymore. He still pulls her out, but for the most part, when he wants to win, he's playing Sub-Zero.
I think y'all guys are missing on why Sub-Zero so good right now, though.
It's his damage. It's not the mix.
Damage,
It's the damage.
Yeah.
The fact that when he
It's the
touches you twice, you're dead, and the fact that he can mix you up to be able to do that is what makes him good. That's why everybody's running with Rising Ice.
Sub-Zero and MKLN's ultimates
also-
make me think of Injustice 2 Flash.
It also has the I don't know if y'all know, like the upgraded Jackie kind of thing. If they forward 2 into the what is the little, like, where he rises up in the
Rising
air.
Ice, yeah.
If you hit him, he can break. So it's like, it doesn't matter if
You can wait for him to land.
it doesn't
isn't
matter
like,
if he get confirms or not. They can be bad.
No. You're punishing it wrong. The way to punish that move is to wait for him to land and then punish it. He's still
Well, I
Yeah.
understand
he has
that,
mad level.
but sometimes you might hit him in the air.
Yeah, if you
which,
mistime it
some
and you
people don't
jab
know
him.
the matchup. So
I mean,
upgraded Jackie.
sometimes it's really fucking different to you all the time.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
just
I mean,
saying,
you're
like,
you're
he can
not
still be
wrong.
rewarded for playing bad is another reason why he's still good, and a lot of people are playing him on Combat League and tournaments. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree with Haku
Like,
there
if
that
you're rewarded
even
for
if you
playing
fuck up,
bad-
he still gets a combo, and even if you
And
even
he
if you
can break
punish, he
away,
breaks
yeah.
away and you get nothing,
Yeah.
and then he goes right back into doing the same shit.
Because you got to understand, everyone on Combat League isn't a pro player, and they don't know how to punish everything.
They don't
And
know
you
how to
can think
punish
something's
anything.
Cheap. And you can think stuff's cheap when they have the option, like Jackie, if you hit her, she can break away instantly. And it's like, oh, wow, she just played offense for 10 minutes straight, and now it's still her turn.
Yeah, that's the thing is, like, at least with Sub-Zero, if you know the matchup, you can punish him on the ground. You can do that, but a lot of people don't lab those matchups. They don't lab the optimal punish. So Sub-Zero feels stronger than he is in that regard, but that's not what makes him cheap. It's the damage. It's the fact that he could spend 2 bars and take away half of your health and still have fucking all his crushing blows and fatal blows loaded.
That's the
And the
same
2 bars
reason
come
Jackie-
back.
That's the same reason Jackie's good.
Yeah,
Because
it's
you
the
can't
same.
take away.
I hate how small the scaling is on Sub-Zero's field, though.
How small the what?
The scaling.
I
He
don't.
guarantees at least.
Yeah, but they
40%.
can patch.
They can
They can
patch
always
that.
patch the damage, and they have been patching damage.
Yeah, he
since
did
the
just
game
get nerfed.
started.
He did just get nerfed.
I mean, he got nerfed at the point of they removed 0.5% of damage.
I mean,
it's every damage counts. It's a nerf.
That's a
If you
down
look at the
one
overall
that,
picture.
when you're at a chip scramble situation, that's a down one you don't have to take. Or a down one you don't have to hit, I mean. But, like, yes, people think Sub-Zero's good because of the mix, and I think it's because they're mostly online warriors that aren't very good at this game. Sub-Zero's cheap because he can kill you in 2 touches like Baraka, but he has a way easier time of landing those 2 touches than Baraka. Baraka's got to work for those 2 touches, whereas Sub-Zero's like, lol, 4-2, go boom, 50%. Lol, back 3, go boom, 50%. That's what makes him. That's why upgraded Jackie is good. It's like, lol, jump in the air, go boom, 45%. And
Can we make Baraka's command?
Another reason Sub-Zero is good is because a lot of people, they're conditioned when he slides to break away so he doesn't get his crushing blow. And if you waste that on his slide, now he gets way bigger damage.
Yeah, the fact that he can do...
The way I've been breaking away on whatever his name is, Sub-Zero, is I let them hit the first 2 slide meter burns if they're going to go for it.
Nah.
Which I don't think it's really that to do.
You gotta go
but if they
Badger
go
style.
for it, at a certain time, I'm gonna break away.
You gotta go Badger style, man. Take the combo.
Break away the first one.
Flawless block their shit. That's the way you do it. Take the combo.
Well,
Flawless
you
block
definitely
their
do that.
ass. Just take the combo. Don't break away. Don't be a bitch ass. You made the mistake. Eat your damage. You shouldn't have got hit. Now it's time to flawless block. I think the whole breakaway meta is just, I don't know. Even when I play characters that don't use bar for anything other than breakaway, I still don't like breaking away. The only time I really break away is when I play Shang Tsung because his flawless block moves are shit and his up 3, his wake up attacks are shit. So it's like,
I
I'll just break
I
away.
love fighting Badger because he doesn't break away.
Right? Everybody that's a YouTube warrior loves doing matches with me because they're like, what? I could do all my combos every time? And I'm like, yeah, hit me with your combo, bro. Hit me with your combo. You better be ready. You better be ready to deal with my flawless block because I got 2 of them loaded up.
I have a friend
I
like
just
that.
don't like fucking fighting people. Just
I have a
punish
friend
me
I
for
play local
hitting.
with that does the same thing. Like, he's like, you better make me break away. You better show me that first combo,
Right? Oh, I love it when I fucking get launched and someone just uppercuts me and I'm like, oh, you.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, you better make me break away. You better do 50% on the first combo. I ain't breaking away until, I need to.
Right? Because that's one thing people don't realize in this game. I keep telling this over and over, every stream, every podcast. The threat is scarier than the move. If I am sitting on 2 bars, you will be scared to combo. And you better have the balls to just fucking, like me, I will just go for the combo. I'm like, yeah, breakaway, punish me. I don't give a fuck. I'm taking my damage.
That's why wake-ups are so good.
Yeah, like, people are, like, the move itself is actually not that big a deal. It's the threat. As long as I'm sitting on Fatal Blow, as long as I'm sitting on 2 bars, at any time, I can just blow you up for pushing buttons. And so I'd rather sit on that and have you be scared that I'm gonna, and then never do it, and I never have to spend my resources, and you're just going to be too scared to do it. I feel like Mortal Kombat 11 is more it's more a test of nerves and confidence than anything. Like Mortal Kombat 11, the meta of this game is, do you have the balls to do that shit? And it's just every match is a test of, do you have the balls to do that shit? You got a launch? Do you got the balls to break away? Or I got a launch? Do I have the balls to hit the combo? Like, and at the end of the day, who fucking won the Mexican standoff is who's taking the round. And I think that's kind of the mentality you have to have going into Mortal Kombat. And I feel like that's one of the things that holds me back because I play so defensive and so safe. Like, I don't overextend. You guys know, if you're going to hit me, you're going to make me do something stupid to hit me. But I feel like that holds like a player like me back. And that's why I've been going for more unga bunga fucking grabs. Just run in and grab. Just run in and grab. Who gives a fuck? Like, you better prove that you're going to neutral duck, or I'm grabbing you. And I think that going forward, that's a mentality that a lot of people need to cultivate to be successful at this game. Because you have someone like Sonic Fox or Ninja Killer who really just doesn't give a shit, and they just go for that dumb shit. Like, Ninja Killer will sit there and eat 7 fucking down 2s in a row, and the 8th engagement is still going to be standing 1, 2, 3. He does not give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, if you go back and watch those matches, like, you know, from those top level players, like, they will just do that shit. Like, you watch the Ninja Killer Sonic Fox fucking grand finals in the combat tournament. Like, Ninja Killer did not stop doing 1, 2, 3, even though Sonic Fox was hitting every fucking uppercut. And I feel like in order to be successful at this game, you've got to kind of have that fucking unga bunga mindset.
I also believe it's conditioning too for the next round.
Yeah, I mean,
it's way different when it's money online. Conditioning's way different. People don't understand in tournament modes. Yeah, like when you play casual in Combat League, you might lose to bad people because they keep jumping and they keep doing random stuff, and you're like, if I was playing a pro, you know, they wouldn't be doing this, so I don't need to practice against this. Well, the whole reason a lot of people lose in Combat League is because there's no money on the line. They don't care if they lose. They'll jump 100 times in a row. It isn't, oh, you punish their jump, they'll stop jumping. It's you need to punish their jump in every time and get good at it, because that's the only way you're going to win, because I promise you, they're not going to stop their strategy, because all their wins is with that strategy.
Yeah, that's the difference, and I think a lot of people don't understand that, because I get people that beat me in Combat League, and I'm like, dude, there's no way you would beat me, like, outside of Combat League. You have 2 matches to fucking mix me up with a couple of gimmicks that are impossible to react to, and it doesn't matter how many times I punish him. Like, it's the Combat League Scorpions, right? He's going to teleport 10 times in a row, and you're going to punish him 10 times in a row. And on that 11th time, you're like, dude, I've punished this teleport all fucking day. He's not going to do it. And then he fucking does it.
And he doesn't.
And in tournament, it's because there's nothing to lose.
Slower. Tournament's slower because, like, if you lose, you go home. If you paid money to get there, you need to win money. Like, some people, that's how they afford to do things. Like, that's their lifestyle. They can't play in a way that they would lose, so they play a lot safer and more neutral based. That's why tournaments are more fun to watch than actually watching people scrub out in Combat League. It's like you're not even fighting no one good, but they're in about the same rank as you if you don't know. Like, playing Combat League, it's got a really good rating system.
Yeah, because I see a lot of, like I could hit Elder God easy. Like, that's just a matter of time that I don't want to put into Combat League. But I would rather play, you know, and that's one of the things, like, on my channel is I prefer to do sets in King of the Hills. Specifically King of the Hills more than sets, just because within our community we've kind of cultivated more. I mean, I know a lot of guys came from Combat League. You know, I find people in Combat League, I find people on Reddit and bring them into our community, and they're used to that mentality. And then when they get in here and they get wrecked by us, and then they're like, okay, this is another level of the game I'm not prepared for, and they start, you know, learning the more tournament mindset. And I find that is the better way to go. Like, people don't understand goals in this game. And, like, yeah, dude, if your goal is to just hit Elder God and, like, tweet about it, then, yeah, by all means, pick Scorpion and teleport 10 times in a row. But if you're trying to be somebody, you got to learn to play conservative. And people don't know that. Like, you don't understand what it is. Like, I've spent hundreds of dollars in a week going to tournaments. It's like, and I'm not rich. I'm broke. I'm constantly begging you guys to sub and donate to my channel. So when I spend $100 to go to a tournament to go 0-2, and you consider travel time, gas, food, maybe I'm thirsty, like, you're looking, like, especially a major. When I went to Evo, it cost me between $2,000 and $3,000. And that was just, like, the cost to exist at Evo. That wasn't, like, buying souvenirs. That wasn't, you know, anything else. It was just hotel, food, gas, enter in the tournament. And so when you're spending that kind of money to go to a competition, even a local, I've spent like $100 on a local, like in travel and entrance fees and all of that. Like, you're going to be sitting there thinking, if I teleport again, I go home and I spent $200 to go home. Or if I don't teleport, I can stay in this a little longer and maybe win this thing. And I've introduced people to tournament play. I've brought friends, you know, to tournaments, and they're like, fuck, man, like, every time I go to these things, I cannot get a single win. I just go 0-2. I feel like it's a waste of my time. And I'm like, you know, one of my buddies, he was playing Kano, and I'm like, dude, how many times did you do forward 2? You have to assume these guys are going to punish that shit. Everything that's minus and punishable will be punished in this tournament. Whatever weird ass combo you think is impossible to do and you've never seen it online, they will do it in tournament. Like, you got to scratch that mindset. I got into an argument with a guy on Reddit because he was trying to floss, like, his YouTube combo. He's trying to build a YouTube career. Look at my Kung Lao combo. This is the new optimal with Kung Lao. And I was like, that's not optimal. And what are you talking about? And I was like, no, if you use orbital hat in a standing combo and you don't combo into forward 4, it is not optimal. You will always get more damage doing forward 4 after orbital hat. But that's a one-frame link. Nobody's hitting that shit online. And I'm like, you go to an offline tournament, you're going to eat that shit all day. And if you can't do that shit, you're going to get eliminated in the tournament by the Kung Lao that can. Don't ever assume nobody can do that. There will be people that can do that. And Haku, you came from Street Fighter 4, where everything is FADC and one-frame links. And I'm pretty sure you fought people who could do that shit all the time. But for some reason, Mortal Kombat players, they don't lab shit. They can't do that shit. They just give up. Oh, it's a one-frame link. Nobody's hitting that. That's the difference between Street Fighter players and Mortal Kombat players.
Yeah, it's
That's the rant of the day, guys. That's the rant of the day.
Right? Yeah, that's my okay. Yeah, you guys were. I was trying to hold it back and not get crazy, and then we started talking about Combat League.
oh no, I think the only thing different about Mortal Kombat that would change the whole meta in the tier list is if they change how you get a crushing blow on your throw.
We've had this discussion.
Oh God!
I
please.
still actually,
Yeah,
after
that's-
thinking about it, I disagree with you. I actually disagree. I was on board with what your. Go ahead and explain people what you wanted to do with crushing blows, and then I'll explain why I don't agree.
The theory is everyone knows that the meta is you can just hold down and they're gonna whip the throw and you can punish them and yada yada yada. Because a lot of people do that now. It's like a part of the meta, and which you could always still do with what I'm still trying to say. But the new thing would be is if someone throws you and you tech the throw, you load your crushing blow.
Yeah, so what
So
he's saying is
therefore-
instead of you getting the tech wrong and they get a crushing blow because you teched wrong, make it backwards. If you tech correctly, it loads your crushing blow. So you're rewarded for teching.
So the spam of throws in the strike throw game would be completely different. They wouldn't be throwing as much, and it would be more like a balanced game as any other game where throwing is not optimal. It's kind of not good to throw in Tekken or Soul Calibur because they're so easy to tech.
Here's the reason why I disagree, though. Well, go ahead. Go ahead and finish what you were saying, and then I'll explain why I disagree.
So the optimal thing is like, why are you getting punished for trying to tech? Yes, you can just get good and duck every throw and micro duck everything, which the pros could still do. But make it different to where online, if someone's scrubby and they just want to play the strike throw always and throw you and randomly mash and throw, why are they getting rewarded for you trying to tech? Because sometimes you have to hold throws. Like, I don't know if y'all know, they just nerfed RoboCop and Scorpion, where if they did the fire, they get a guaranteed throw, and they nerfed it where they don't now. But imagine if they got a guaranteed throw and you could tech right and you load your crushing blow, would they be opted to throw you again? And it goes in the mind game of the strike throw. It would change up the whole game, and it would promote skill over, like, what skill do you have? Oh, I throw them. If they randomly mash something, the next time I throw, I just get more damage then. Sounds good to me. Like, what is the counter?
I was on board with it
Right.
because I'm always in favor of rewarding skill over scrub, right?
Okay,
And I think teching a throw is a
guys,
skillful thing.
Patrick,
What?
Can I? What do you think of the idea of throws, crushing, blowing on rolls?
I think that's
If you
fine.
if you punish,
I don't believe that.
I think that's a better idea.
I mean, you already
I
have
don't-
command
I
grabs
still
that do
think
that.
What I'm saying is right, because let me tell you this. So you try to throw someone and they tech, so they have their crush and blow loaded, and you're like, okay, well, if they throw me, say it's Raiden, he only has a forward throw crushing blow. So what if he goes for his crushing blow? All right, now you're like, if he throws me, it's gonna be a forward throw, so I can tech. So you tech it. So guess what? You now have your crushing blow loaded. So now the rating player has to guess the game. Which way is he going to throw? Because you could have a crushing blow on both. Or say you play Jackie or Johnny. You don't have a crushing blow on either, so you're not rewarded. So
Here's
it would change up the game.
Here's the
because
reason
not
why
everyone has crushing blows on throws.
Here's the reason why I disagree. And I thought about it pretty deeply and even tried to like recreate that situation in matches, like in practice mode, to see like, okay, like mentally, okay, I teched, now he's got crush. There's the problem with that, and this is why it's different from Soul Calibur and Tekken. Tekken more so than Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur has a throw system similar to Mortal Kombat's. Tekken throws are seeable and reactable. You can look at the hand and react and tech the throw properly every time. There's no guessing. In Mortal Kombat and Soul Calibur, grabs are a 50-50, right? If I do a grab, you can't react to the grab because it's 10 frames. Once I've grabbed you, you can't react to which grab I've done. You have to guess. So if you were rewarded with your crushing blow when you tech correctly, you're going to attempt to tech every time they are in position to grab, right? Because that's such a huge reward. And it's a reward you're going to get off of 50-50. So what's going to end up happening is you're going to have more down 1 and down 4 spam. The game will turn into down 1 mashing more so than it is because there's no reason to not. I'm not going to get punished if I tech wrong. If I tech wrong and I mash, if you won neutral and you're in position 0 and you're in range to grab, I will mash down 1 or down 4, which are the two safest and fastest for the two throw techs. Oftentimes it's going to be down 1. I'm going to mash down 1 to go for the tech, and if I'm wrong on mashing, I do not get punished for mashing down 1. If I'm right, I get a 30% crushing blow grab on a 50-50 guess that I didn't guess because I just mashed down 1. So what that's going to do is people will never do the back grab, right? Because they don't want to just give you your crushing blow on mashing down 1. They're only going to do forward grabs, which means you're always going to be teching forward grabs because you can react to the tech once they grab you, right? When they do the startup animation, you can't react to that, but you can react once they grab you. You have enough time to react to the grab and then tech, and you can do the 2 tech, right? But it's going to make the game far more mashy and reward mashy scrubby play. So if I know that I can get a crushing blow from mashing down 1 at position 0, I will always mash down 1.
I didn't know you could tech while you hold down.
You can tech while you're holding down. You can't tech while you're holding block. Block is the only thing you can't tech. If you're holding block, the tech won't come out. That's why you get those. That's why they just grab you and you're like, wait a minute, I teched it. It's because you didn't release block in time. You have to release block for a certain number of frames before attempting the tech for it to work. Otherwise, it disregards all your throw tech attempts unless you tech wrong. For some reason, it'll let you tech wrong if you're blocking. So if I'm blocking and you go for a forward grab and I try to tech with a back grab and I'm wrong, even though I couldn't have teched, it'll still give you your crushing blow. So you're being punished for mashing. And if you were able to load your crushing blow from mashing, you would see a lot more down 1, down 1, down 1, down 1, down 1. Okay, it's loaded, grab. Down 1, down 1, down 1, down 1, down 1. Okay, it's loaded, grab. People would be more afraid to grab, and they would mash more.
Can you make it so that if your opponent techs right, then your stroke AB gets removed, like it is now?
No, what I'm saying is like you could switch off between each other. So like the good player, if you're good and tech every throw, like I don't know if you know, like some people, like some of the pros, they do duck a lot of them, but sometimes when they do get thrown, they still tech them like always. Like,
well, because it's a 50-50. I mean, why not? Once you get grabbed, why not hit a button and like hope for it? But the thing is right now, to avoid a grab, the guaranteed way to avoid a grab is risky, right? That's the neutral duck.
It is risky, but
so there's got to be.
You can still do that with or without, because like I said, Johnny and Jackie, they don't have like crushing blows on their throws, so teching throws they would never have to learn. Like they can still just
but Jackie isn't gonna get punished.
No, but what I'm saying is, if you got rewarded for teching right, but you weren't punished for teching wrong, then there's no risk to attempting a tech. The way it's designed is to make you not just mash. That if you mash and you're wrong, they now have a weapon.
But I thought that.
But if
But if they're
you,
mashing, you can beat them with mids. So like, it's still.
yeah, you could beat them with mids, but the thing is, the fact that you have to neutral duck leaves you open to the mids. So there's the risk there, right? Teching is no risk, high reward, especially if you're getting a crushing blow if you tech right. So there has to be some sort of risk to it, right? Because on their turn, right? Say I do a poke and it's your turn, right? And there's no reason to not just mash your poke if you think I'm going to try and grab you after my poke. Because if you're wrong, like whatever, like at worst you eat another poke back. If you're right, you get your crushing blow. Like down ones are the safest option in the game, so you want to discourage people from doing it. That's why they made down ones have so much frame advantage now, is because it's like, fuck, dude, if there's no way to stop down ones, there's no reason to stop doing down ones. And if you were rewarded for mashing, like I would worry that the game would be even more of a down one fest, because literally teching right is rewarding mashing. There are people that can tech right every time, but those people are going to be even more scary because they're going to mash and then react, right? So I'm going to mash down one, and my down one didn't hit, and you grabbed me anyways, right? Because I was at negative and I was mashing on negative, so you were able to get your grab out, but I can now react to the grab and still tech you. So there's no risk versus reward to mashing. The only risk is to go for the grab in the first place, which means you would just never see grabs. You would just see a lot more mashing, occasionally someone going for a grab. But it would make the game far more mashy.
I didn't say that.
So I'm getting.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying this is why I don't agree with it. But again, this is just me theory crafting in my head, looking at the way people play and looking at the meta right now. If you got a reward for mashing down one, which a throw tech you would be mashing, right? A lot of times you get grabbed and you start mashing the button, but that's reactively, right? You're gonna mash the throw tech reactively to the grab. But if you were rewarded for it automatically, you're gonna be mashing proactively instead of reactively.
But didn't you say that they wouldn't grab, but now they would try to grab more because you have a loaded crushing blow?
Yeah, but then because if you know the grab is coming, you're gonna mash even more.
Well, that's fine, but that's like the same way with Joker. Why is he so good? Why does Sonic Fox say he's good? Because he can fade a blow cancel, and then you have to guess, is it grab or is it mid?
Yeah, but that's a setup. I don't have a problem with that because he's got to set that up, and he's got to use resources to do that. So I'm fine with Joker working that way.
But I'm saying, okay, so now you guess right because Joker is gonna do his whatever, and you have a crushing blow. Now you're loaded. Now the Joker is in the same boat he just put you in. Is he gonna throw me or is he gonna hit me with a mid? So it's just fair.
Yeah, it would.
If they want it, the risk, because what risk is it right now with Joker to throw, or they get down to crushing blow? So you can still down to crushing blow if they throw, and you can still just duck everything.
But see, that's the problem I have is you have to duck right now to be 100% certain to avoid all grabs, because Joker could still just do back grab, right? So in order to avoid grabs entirely, you have to take the risk of eating the mid off a neutral duck. Whereas if you were rewarded for teching correctly, there's no reason to not just mash. You get what I'm saying?
Some
like
characters you can't mash against, like Spawn. If you want to mash down one against Spawn, you're gonna lose.
Yeah. But then Spawn is going to be even more mashy.
That is, you are in the corner.
Like, it's just, I am hesitant to reward somebody pressing their safest, fastest move and being rewarded for it. Like, that's why I like Mortal Kombat and Tekken.
Forward anyway?
Not at high level.
Don't you throw forward most of the way?
No, I throw forward. I throw backwards more than anything. Because I'm Kung Lao. But like,
has a better background but I'm saying, like, say 90% of the time I would want to throw them forward if we're close to a corner is what I'm saying. So like, so is mashing really gonna beat that?
Well, yeah, because you can mash it down 4.
Well, like, down 2's already gonna beat if they're ducking. So like,
but if you're going for the down 2, it leaves you open to mids. That's what I'm saying, is that the risk versus reward. Right now you have to take a risk to avoid grabs. And grabs are very, very low damage, high risk, low reward, right? So you get 14% and like maybe Oki off of a grab, maybe depending on your character. They're very low risk or high risk, low reward. Whereas if you were rewarded for teching a throw, that means that your high reward, there's no reward on grabbing. Like your payout isn't worth the risk of trying it, because it's like, I'm going to try a grab. They can react to the grab and then like break the grab, and now they have their crushing blow loaded for their grab, and at best I would have got 14% and maybe Oki. So like the risk versus reward would be very lopsided. People would be scared to grab. It would turn the game into a down one mash fest, which is what happened with Tekken 6, which is what happened with Tekken Tag 2. You hardly ever saw grabs. Anytime someone got into position 0, it was just down one mashing. And that was a big criticism of Tekken 6. Go back and watch Evolution for Tekken 6. My boy Rip got, I think he got top 8 in that one. And it was the boringest, driest Tekken tournament ever. People talk about how hype and exciting Tekken is. Go watch Tekken 6 at EVO. It was literally get in, play the neutral. If I get to position 0 where I could go for a grab, you're just mashing down ones. And it was just down one poke, trading down one pokes, looking for frame advantage. And the game would be even more so that, because at least in Tekken you have sidesteps. And in Tekken, you can react to grabs.
Flawless block setup more if they're gonna down one more.
They don't have, but they didn't have flawless block setups in Tekken.
MK11.
But I'm saying in MK11, you're basing you're building a mechanic that is stopped by a limited resource, right? So if you're saying, okay, they're gonna down one mash, so I'm gonna fish for flawless blocks. Well, okay, I can stop you down one mashing twice, and for the rest of the match, you can now down one for free, and there's not much I can do to stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that's why they've designed
down one. They're negative to mids. You can just do your mid after you block their down one.
Yeah, but
like,
but the thing is, it's going to
negative
devolve into to poke trading, right? So I'm going to do a down one, you're going to block it. I'm going to do it, you're going to do it down one, I'm going to block it, and it's just going to trade back and forth, and no one is going to take the risk of trying to do something. And again, I'm thinking of the game in terms of high level.
You don't have to do that. If
Jackie doesn't.
4-3, that's where they down one.
Yeah, Jackie doesn't. I mean, characters with good mids, but we don't play a game where everybody has good mids. I am in favor. I would be cool with your suggestion if everybody had an 11-frame mid, but NetherRealm has made it clear.
A good mid.
Yeah, NetherRealm has made it clear that everyone's.
Shao Kahn has a 10-frame.
No, Devora doesn't have a 10-frame mid. Frost doesn't have a 10-frame mid, and these are just the characters that I have on screen right now. Frost is an 11-frame mid, but she doesn't have a 10-frame. She doesn't have a 10-framer.
Yeah, but down ones are now like -4 or 5.
Wait. Haku. It doesn't matter if you have a 10 or 11-frame mid. It matters if you have a 10 or 11-frame mid. It also reaches after a block down one.
Yeah.
Characters such as Randall's back 2, Alina's back 1, I don't know who else. She was 4-4. Nightwolf's back 3. They don't reach.
They don't reach after.
How are you winning with those characters now, though? Like, what would make them lose just because?
Well, they end up down poke mashing back. Like Nightwolf, like what does he do? He down threes. Down 1, down 3. It ends up being a poke fest.
How would you lose more to that if they already are doing that?
Well, I'm saying that you don't. But the thing is, more characters would end up playing that way. Right now, there's a few characters who have to play that way, and that's fine. Characters should play different. But if you were rewarded for throw teching, every character would play like that. Even if I had a good mid, I would still mash down one pokes to try and load my crushing blow. Why not? Because if I'm wrong, at worst, I did a down one that you blocked. If I'm right, I get a 30% crushing blow. Like that's the problem.
What's stopping you from down oneing now anyway?
Because I get more of a payoff otherwise. If I do a down one and it's blocked, I get nothing. If I do a down one and it's hit, I get frame advantage. I can go for a jail or whatever. But at the end of the day, all I'm getting is that like 1% damage and like maybe a chance at more damage off the jail from a down one. There's very low reward but low risk, right? It's the least riskiest move you can do. You can whip down ones full screen. Again, like I said, like you're still gonna mash the down one. Like, why wouldn't you? There's not much they can do to stop it. You know.
The throw eats the down one, and you press the wrong button, so they just threw you, and now they get Oki.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have the throw crushing blow loaded to punish you for teching it, and it's not going to scare you from trying to tech it again. Because again, if I know,
that's fine, but.
Because it's a 50-50, right? It's not like 60-40.
Everyone has a throw crushing blow anyway, so it doesn't like sometimes when that happens, it doesn't matter. So like against Jackie and Johnny, why do I not see everyone just mash down one every time they can.
I do.
You say it doesn't matter.
I mash down one on Jackie and Johnny all the time. That's like 80% of my trying to stop them because I can stop their pressure if they go for a high. If they try to do a mid at negative, I can interrupt it. And if they go for a throw and it was a one throw, I can tech it. So like it covers a lot of options. I am hesitant to make down one stronger. And I think a buff to throw teching would make down one stronger. And I don't like the least riskiest move giving you any reward. I think if you're going to get a
one strong though in neutral.
Down one is strong. Well, in neutral, no, at like position
so
3.
Dash up and throw you're just gonna react with down one.
That's how I stop a lot of dash throw because you can't react to dash up grab. That's Street Fighter 101, right? You whiff a poke from outside of poke range to stop the dash in. That's why I do a lot of random down threes from like, sweep distance, and it's like, why is he doing down threes from there? And it's because I'm reading a dash up grab. But you like.
That's what I was
I'm
doing
saying,
against
how does that beat it? Like I'm saying, like,
it does because when you dash in, you're gonna walk into my poke.
But don't throws eat the down one?
If you can.
No, wait, Haku, wait. I want to explain to Haku something. Yes, pokes do get eaten by throws, but pokes are faster than throws.
Well,
so if it's 0 on block,
not if they're
plus
plus.
a throw.
So if Jackie does plus frames, and
I said 0 on block.
Well, no, the
I said
reason
zero
why
block
it
in
works
the
is it's neutral. It's space control, right? I'm sticking my down poke out to control the space so you can't dash in. Now, you can whiff punish with a grab if you can read it, but the grab will only eat the poke in the startup and recovery frames. So during the active frames, my poke will beat your grab. And after the patch with ultimate, they made it to where grabs will not trade with pokes anymore. So if I put my poke out to preemptively, right? I'm not reacting. I am reading that you're going to dash in and grab, and I stick out my poke. If you dash in and try to grab, your grab will lose to my poke because my active frames are already out. You have to either grab me before the poke is active or grab me in recovery.
Better.
If you guys want to see if you guys want to see this in practice, watch a set between me and Biohazard. I have it uploaded on that channel. I did a down one at the start of the round. I waited a little bit. I thought Biohazard was going to dash and throw and then command grab me. It didn't work. It didn't work. He read the fuck out of me. And then I did it in the future of down one. I think it was on this set. I don't remember if it was exactly. I did it in the future. He tried to dash and grab me. I down one. It stopped him.
Yeah.
That in practice it works. In theory it also works, but it's a little harder to understand.
Well,
that's what I think.
I understand, but I'm saying that's basis of neutral. That doesn't. He's saying down ones will be better, but they just nerf down ones where they're not good. Like you can't match two. Is what I'm saying. You can beat two match down ones with mids.
Yeah, but I just don't
match. They tried to go for another down one. You can always beat that option, and you can get full combos.
But what I'm saying is, why would you want to reward someone for mashing? Because if they mash, and even if they don't know what the fuck they're doing, right? Because this happens with the down 2 crushing blow. People just mash down 2, and they don't know what the fuck they're doing, and all of a sudden I lost 50% of my health to someone who doesn't even know what their command list is. And you want to give that tool to down 1 as well?
It's 0 on block. You're gonna mash down 1, so you're gonna hit it once, or how many times is mashing?
Wow. In
like
high
if
level
down
play,
1 is your option, then you can get blown up if you try to do something else. Or if they block the down 1, then they can throw you, and then unless you're mashing another one, which, like I just said, if they do a mid option, you're getting blown up because you're mashing down 1.
That's what I'm saying is that, and a match will play out how you're calling it. But the problem is grabs will no longer be a threat, and it will end up being a very poke tradey game because nobody wants to go for the threat. Like I actually with grabs were better. I actually think the game's meta would be better with better grabs.
Like, let's say Scarlet, for example, low tier. She got a lot of highs, and all her strings are flaws blockable. So her grabs would already are bad because you can just have her stuff anyway.
Yeah, and that's the thing is I believe that a game's meta is stronger with better grabs, and you're wanting to make teching better rather than make grabs better. But if you make teching strong, grabs don't exist anymore. Because I'm not going to go for the grab and risk you teching it off of a 50-50, and then now I have to sit here.
But you get the option to tech too.
Yeah, but you just end up never seeing. you just end up never seeing grabs. And when you don't see grabs, when grabs aren't
So
strong,
if
there's
you had a
no.
loaded- So if you or your opponent had a loaded crushing blow grab, you wouldn't see a grab.
You probably wouldn't see people attempt it because when grabs are bad, there's no
But wouldn't that
incentive.
make the option better though to grab?
No, it wouldn't
Like
because
say
when
for Joker, when he cancels, is he going to do a mid or a grab? Why would he never grab?
well because I'm saying the risk versus reward.
the
If
crushing
I
blow.
go for the grab and I'm wrong, now you can hit me for 30%. Here's the deal because again,
How?
you're an 09er, right? I'm not trying to like throw you under the bus, but you're an 09er. I've played a lot of games. When grabs are bad, the games become very
But how's
turtly
the
and
grab
zony.
bad? That's the thing.
Look at Soul Calibur 2. Look at high
But
level
how's the
Soul
grab
Calibur
bad,
2.
Though? It does the same damage.
No, because the
As
risk
now.
versus reward. If I attempt to grab and you break it, you now have a weapon that will hurt me a lot.
And if
So
they try
I
to grab
don't.
you and give
But
the
somebody
crushing
who
blow
is
and you take
playing.
it, now you're rewarded.
But here's the deal: at high level, people that play conservative mitigate risk. That's high level play is mitigating risk. So people that know that I can be punished hard for trying a grab means that I will try a grab less likely, which means I have no impetus to try to win neutral and get to position 0. So you end up with a very, at close range, it's poke trading with people trying to backdash to get to long range and zone.
So every time now that you're playing the game and you get escape failed, it was intentionally.
No, it's not always intentionally, but at least there's a reason to
That's what
win
you're saying?
neutral. Like
That's what
like
you're
I said again, go back and watch Soul Calibur 2, right? Because Soul Calibur 2 has it kind of the way you have it, in that throws are not very good and they're kind of easy to tech, and like people just don't go for them because there's a lot of ways to beat grabs in Soul Calibur 2. They're very, very, very risky. You will die for trying grabs too much.
So
And what it
people are
did is
ducking, right?
it made the game
People are
very,
ducking
very
because
turtly.
Grabs are bad.
Yes.
So
Or-
why has everyone came to the conclusion that you need to duck the throw?
Well, you
Because-
would never neutral duck. If throws weren't scary, you would never neutral duck. You would just block.
Then why are you neutral ducking? So you don't neutral duck throws right now?
Yeah.
So throws are bad right now.
No, throws are actually good. I would want them to be better in other ways. But like when throws
But
are
I'm saying the whole meta right now, the meta of the game is to duck the throw, is it not?
yeah, but the ducking the throw is risky. So like you're taking a risk to blow up my grab. I'm taking a risk to do a grab.
At pro level, I don't believe it's risky because they react to it every time. It's just like teching.
No, they're not reacting to grabs. They're making a read. It's a hard read, but they're not reacting. You can't react to
Not
grabs.
always.
No, you can't. They're 10 frame startup. That's conditioning. That's just high level conditioning, and those guys have godlike reads. But to duck a
okay,
grab,
but-
you were ducking before the grab came out because the grab comes out in 10 frames. You can't see 10 frames.
So we'll go back to what I'm saying is, if everyone is ducking throws because they're making so great reads, why are they just not teching?
Because teching is risky.
Because there's a risk against teching, right?
There's a risk to teching, but there's a
Yeah.
greater risk to teching than there is to neutral ducking. Because at least with neutral ducking, I beat grabs and highs. With teching,
so you
I may not
so
beat
you
highs.
take away the crushing blow on throws, no one would throw.
No, if you made it to where people got the crushing blow on
I promise
teching.
you, I'm throwing all day. I don't care if I get a crushing blow or not.
Again, try to
I'm ready,
play.
I don't have no crushing blow.
Try to play Soul Calibur 2. Go back and watch Soul Calibur 2 at high level. It was and it's one of my favorite games of all time. So don't think that I'm shitting on Soul Calibur 2. But it
Well,
was
we're
a
talking about
very, very turtly game, and it's because grabs were bad. And if we made grabs bad in Mortal Kombat 11, like worse than they are right now, because grabs they're not great. They're good. They have a place. But if you made grabs worse than they are, the game will become very, very turtly because grabs were created specifically to stop one mechanic and one mechanic alone, and that is someone who will not stop blocking. Even in
got
Mortal
one more
Kombat with
question.
Chip, like there's nothing that, dude, you've even said it yourself. You're scared to fucking fight me because I will just block all day, and it's like, fuck, how do I open this guy up without grabs being good? Like, because I'll just take the grab. Right? And already,
Well, no,
grabs
it's because
already don't
you're
reward you
blocking,
that much. I'll just take the
But you
grab.
also block in reaction to someone doing a move. And if you don't see them doing a string that you notice, which is just like playing the game all day, you like notice like when they're doing strings like Sub-Zero, you can kind of tell that he's doing a forward two. Yeah, you might not be able to react, but you can surely not hit block. if they are dashing up like really close to you, and you can always punish the throw. So my other question
By the
is,
way, as
let's say Jackie, one of the best
I
characters.
wanna ask.
People say top 5 all day,
Sure.
every day.
That
Hold on, let him finish.
Oh,
Let him finish. I
Ash,
want
can
to
I
hear
ask
this.
something?
We'll
Yeah,
talk
but
about Jackie, for example. Do you duck against Jackie?
yeah, no, you don't duck against Jackie
No,
unless you
I'm
make
just,
a
I'm
hard
just
read.
asking a real good question.
No,
Because,
I'm saying
know
I don't duck against
anyone.
Jackie unless I make a
I don't
hard
know
read.
anyone that's just gonna sit there and duck against a Jackie player.
I will
So
when I've
Jackie
made a
grabs-
read, because the thing is, if they don't open up my defense, if she's just pressuring me with mids and Jackie shit, and she's not getting anywhere, she will eventually have to grab in order to get any damage on me. And the whole idea is to bait
Well,
the
new
grab.
zoning
Sure.
variation, you know, they can just let you. If you just gonna sit there and block in the fire, then you're just gonna take damage.
I
You
mean,
know, 'cause-
Dasher,
yeah, but
are
that
we
damage
planning-
is
Dasher, are
minuscule.
we planning to make this? Dasher, are we trying to make this podcast longer because we didn't have on last week or something? It's almost been 2
Oh
hours.
shit, it's been 2 hours. Yeah, you know what? We've got to continue this. All right, Haku, I hope you can come back for the podcast more, because obviously the conversation and the discussion is amazing, because we've been at it for 2 hours. And I've been wanting to get you on for a while, so like I'm glad that you're here. And I did realize it is 2 hours. I need to get ready with the rest of the stream. But hopefully you can come back more often. You know, me and Kabalsack are probably going to be doing the podcast. You know,
Always.
but Kabalin is right. We've been at it for 2 hours, and I'm pretty sure people want to see some actual gameplay. So yeah, I think we should put a cap on this, and we'll come back to this discussion, because I do enjoy the debate, and there's a lot more to discuss about that. But to close out the podcast, you know, again, following on the social medias and all that, you guys know where to reach me on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Look up SoCal Honey Badger. Kabalin, you want to give a shout out to your social medias as well. And Haku, you don't have any, right?
My social media.
No.
My social media is at Kabaling1 on Twitter. You can see it anywhere on Better's videos, I presume. Probably not under this one.
Oh no, I try to put the links and shit in there, but sometimes I'm lazy and I suck at my life. And Haku, you don't have any social media though, right? You have no social media presence on YouTube or anything. You're just some weird scientist we found in the fucking deep void of Xbox Live.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah,
Well, hopefully we could convince you to get more active on social media, because you bring interesting insight to the game that I think people would definitely get a kick out of, and would love to discuss with you further. So those of you listening to this on YouTube, or those of you that are watching live on Twitch, just harass Haku and get him to make a Twitter or something, or at least get him on Discord. He is in our Trash Talk Temple Discord. So you can maybe find him there, but he usually has the notification turns off. But
he's so hard to reach out.
Right? But I want to thank you guys for coming out, and you know, that's gonna call it for the podcast. And I really want to have you back on again next time, Haku. I'm telling you.
I'll try for next week.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys later.
Take it easy.
See ya, man.